wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah, I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New Orleans Saints.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
We're gonna sign.
53, Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We gotta step it up.
Red 80.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They run again on first down, Chubb, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Two times. 4 down. Alert. 5-2's Mike.
Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clelin Ferrell, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third.
Check.
Yo, 80.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Black 25.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, Cook. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. So much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Switch.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Check the backer.
Check. Red 80. Red 80.
Darnold from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here comes Grant on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. throwing. Winston. He completes it to Westbrook. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Jalen Mills in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. Open man is Galladay, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game and play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. To throw, Winston. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1.
Ready? 525.
To throw is Winston. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Allen Robinson with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A run for Nick Chubb. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, check 24. Hey, lady. Fuck.
To throw is Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Strickland. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
On 2nd and 12, Darnold completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Check 31. Check 31.
On the ground is Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
52. Yeah. You don't want none. Check your hot read. He's checking. Crap. Hey, 80.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other bats in the league.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
First down, Washington.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, it's Cook. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Ready. Black, what is that?
Winston now from the 50. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go. Check. Lucky.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Gonna let one. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big gain of 39 on third. Back to the ground, Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Winston. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. D.D. Westbrook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the 666. Pull it high.
Back to throw, Darnold. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A first down throw, Darnold. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's Winston. He'll get this one to Galladay. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
First down, Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Winston now. The open man is Westbrook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Winston. And Robinson with a big catch. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Black 22. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
They'll throw again. Winston. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, We know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try to get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 22, Winston. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, tighten down.
Chubb. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Completes it to Samuel. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From the 50, it's Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Strickland. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5 and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Ready, blue ready.
58 for Mike.
I got him.
Winston now to throw on first down. Robinson's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the run.
To throw is Winston. And that's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Ready?
Let's bring it.
Hey, high 7.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans able to record his 5th sack of the season.
well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Darnold. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Strickland. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Open man is Samuel. Complete. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nice. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 19. He's at the 40. Past the 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Redskins touchdown. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Chubb. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 93 yards. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Get in the weight room. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
And again, it's Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Young lady. Here you go, young lady. Young lady. Bang, bang.
Darnold now to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Lynch in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Chubb running right. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They run. Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check Mike, check Mike.
They run it again with Cook. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Winston. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
And the Redskin first down.
Winston now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Push him back.
Now Winston. Open man is Galladay, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Where's that up? 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 6.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Again, it's Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
On 3rd down, Winston. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line.
And the Redskin first down.
Ready, blue ready. Go 58 to the mic. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
And they will take a knee here.
Winston on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Ready, flag, what do that?
58 to Mike.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Washington,